Hello, hi, welcome back. It is I once again coming at you with some more art because, well, that's literally the point of the channel. I'm very happy to have gotten the last video out right on time, the last day of January. It definitely counts. But yeah, go watch that video. It was fun to make. But anyway, it's February now, and the only stuff that happens in February is like just Valentine's Day. So this month we're doing fairy types because fairies are very associated to hearts and love and all that. Now there's not much that's going to go into this design, so instead of yapping, we're just going to see how long this video takes to record and deal with that because I don't want to be wasting your time or my time, so let's just get into it. In August 2022, before a bunch of stuff happened in my life, I had already done some retypes and was reaching out just to see if people had ideas for me because I enjoy taking prompts and stuff like that. And someone gave me a genuinely good challenge. They wanted me to retype not just Raichu, Alolan Raichu. Technically it's already a retype since it gained a psychic type, but this was a little challenging for me. You see, Alolan Raichu already has quite a bit of lore attached to it. Maybe not lore, but reasoning for it being a psychic type. I recommend watching Loxin's video because he did a whole video on why Raichu gained the psychic ability from eating pancakes and living in the Alola region. So I kind of started off there. How can I change the way that Pikachu could evolve into an Alolan Raichu but not be a psychic type? So I started on some designs. I really wanted this kind of pose for it where it's hugging its tail, and that's the most adorable thing I could think of. Also, random little art thing. This is my first shiny team of Scarlet and Violet when I got the game. So fun, but irrelevant. A lot of this is just trying to figure out the icon looking thing. I enjoy drawing those icons. You'll see it in all my art stuff right behind the dex entry. I like it, it's fun. Before I even got to put this idea onto my coloring paper, that's around the time that I ended up ill and in the hospital. There's a whole video on that, I'm not going to talk about it here. And I didn't get to start coloring this thing until January of 2023. Once I was back home from the hospital and in recovery, I started to gain some strength back, and once I had enough, I finally decided to color this thing. And oh my god, it's adorable. And this thing brought me so much joy. I shared it around with everybody. Like, I rendered the thing with a bunch of little sparkles. I made a wallpaper with it. Like, this is one of my favorite pieces ever. Period. Straight up. Now, enough of the sob story. Let's get into the drawing stuff because that's why you're here. Have at it, disembodied voice.
Honestly, dude, you forgot how to edit. Oh well. So I started this design by changing Alolan Raichu's ears. By making the ears fluffier, I can make them resemble a heart and a lightning bolt. I gave it a cute curly tail, turning the classic sleek lightning bolt into a big fluffy round bolt. The main color changes are in the eyes. No longer is it the ocean with sun on the horizon, they are now the sky with the setting sun. Here is my Alolan Raichu as an electric fairy type. This rare form of Raichu has only been found in the Alola region. Researchers believe that its diet played a key role in this unique change. It flies by expelling excess static energy, giving the illusion of having wings. It can generate large electrical charges by rubbing its cheeks against its velvety tail, attacking with wing-shaped thunderbolts. Raichu sparkles and glows when it expresses happiness.
Now let's talk very little about what's going on here. As we already know, or if you don't, Alolan Raichu's dex entries mention how it evolved due to its diet. Alolan Raichu kind of already has a food thing going on with the meringue-ish design on its paws and stuff. I'm kind of surprised that it's not a fairy type already, especially because it's got the food stuff going on, and well, now yes, I know that Dene already exists, and yes, it is an electric fairy type as well. And I did take some inspiration from that. It's based on the French tooth fairy, better known as La Petite Souris. I hope that turned out well pronounced. If it's not, I don't care. Anyway, the French tooth fairy, the little mouse. So yes, it's French. Or in Pokemon, Kalos. What else did Kalos give us? Think snacks. Sweets. There you go. Pokepuffs. You catch a Pikachu, you raise it in a Alola, but instead of feeding it pancakes, you get some Colosseum Poke Puffs and you feed it that instead. And that's how you get an Alolan Raichu that's a fairy type. When designing this Retype, I looked at Alolan Raichu and took some of my favorite parts of it. I really liked Alolan Raichu's eyes and wanted to not duplicate it, but I still wanted to get that feeling across of Alolan nature. So I made my Raichu's eyes like a sunset. As for the paws, well, Alolan Raichu already took the fun meringue idea, but I think I pulled off the heart motif pretty well. It's still cute, like that's literally the whole point of this thing. As for the tail, this is the fun stuff. Its long tail is still a wire, and it's coiled in a little heart. I'm not 100% sure why I did the tail the way that it is. All I know is that I wanted it to be big, rideable, and velvety. Now, if you haven't taken a science class that does fun stuff like me, I was homeschooled, you would have learned about static electricity.
Friction between two different materials causes electrons to jump around, leaving one material with a positive charge and the other with a negative charge. Because of this, you can cause things to float, like in this example. Apply that on a grander scale, and you get lightning.
That's what I was sort of going for with the whole rubbing its cheek on the velvety tail. I just had to throw some sort of science in there so it's more than just, oh my gosh, I'm going to draw something super cute, although that is very true. Hopefully you're smarter for that now. And if you're not, that's okay. Keep going to school, don't do drugs, drink your milk, eat your vegetables. As always, I'll be leaving you with the character sheet or the sketch page, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it other than like bonus art because it's not really anything else other than that. But yes, let's look at that art.
I really did that thing where a lot of official Pokemon art doesn't really show a lot of the cool parts of Pokemon. So like with my Alolan Fairy Raichu, whatever, it has wings. And I know I mentioned that in the Dex entry, but it doesn't really show up anywhere other than right here. So there you go, you can see it with wings now. And look how adorable it is. And look how scary it can be. I don't know. Also, I totally stole the Thunderbolt thing from regular Alolan Raichu, so that's fun. And there it is, eating Poke Puffs. Yippee.
Thank y'all very much for watching. Like I said, this is one of my favorite designs, and I'm super happy to share it with you. Yeah, I know there was a bit of a sob story in there, not really, but this honestly brought me a lot of joy, and I really want to share it with you guys, because that's what art is supposed to be. It's supposed to be shared and hopefully convey emotion. Even if there was no emotion, it's still adorable to look at, and that counts. As always, if you like the art, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you didn't like it, there's a downvote right there, or don't press the like. Throw it in the comments, yell at me, because you can. I'm okay with that. Just don't hate on my little Raichu. If you want to see more art that's unfortunately not as adorable as this one was, subscribe, because I am still trying, and I have a lot more other designs to share in the future. But subscribing lets me know that people want to see the art more, and that's what I enjoy. So do it. And of course, in the links below, you can find my social media where I have already posted basically all my art, the ones that have been shown in videos and the ones I will be showing later down the road in the future. Things I haven't drawn digitally yet, but it's all there. So go do that. And that's it. I'm done. I need to go soon. I have a Super Bowl party to go to. I need to go make cookies. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright, I'm back from the party. I don't care about the sports. The food is pretty good. Commercials, also mid. Good job, Eagles? Sure. Anyway, I mentioned Kalos so dang much, and during the game I was realizing that there are rumors, or there has been some stuff mentioned about Alola in Kalos, like there's some connection there, and so I completely forgot to think about that when recording this video earlier. So I'm putting this here. There are going to be some Alola connections in the Legend ZA game. You heard it here first, folks. And if there's not, it doesn't matter. I know nothing about it. But if it is there, then I'm the one who came up with that, for sure. Alright, bye.